Hi, everybody. I'd like to invite you to a really interesting webinar that we have coming up on November 18th on advanced material solutions for co-packaged optics. This is the third in a series of webinars brought to you by COBO, the Consortium for Onboard Optics, and sponsored by DuPont. If you had a chance to check out the recent Tesla Battery Day event in September, you might have heard them talking about this phrase, back to the first principles of engineering, referring to the idea that if you want to make a really great electric car, you have to dig deep into all of the materials that make it up, including the chemistry that go into each of the battery cells. Likewise, in networking, data transmission ultimately rides over electronic and optical components. There's growing interest in co-packaging of electronics and photonics, and to really make progress in this area, material science is going to be key. Our guests for this webinar will be Peter Johnson of SABIC and Jake Ju of DuPont. For those not familiar with SABIC, it's one of the biggest chemical companies in the world, with over $45 billion in annual revenue and thousands of patents in advanced materials and resins that are used in all sorts of industrial components. One of their areas of expertise is the thermoplastic materials used in optical components. And we know that those thermal properties are going to be critical as power, processing, and utilization increase with ever faster data rates. So that's why a big focus on the materials. For future optical components, several advanced materials are being considered, and our guest, Peter Johnson, staff scientist at SABIC, will discuss thermoplastic optical integration in co-packaged applications. Dr. Johnson obtained his PhD in chemistry at the University of Colorado Boulder. DuPont, which is well known for its 200 years of advanced material science innovation, is also developing novel materials for designing next-gen data centers, including optical materials, dielectric materials, and thermal management materials. Our guest for this webinar is Dr. Jake Ju, who leads the Optical Electronics Group at DuPont. He holds his PhD from MIT. This is a free webinar and it's open to everyone. You're invited to attend and you're invited to bring your questions. A recording will be available afterwards. Thanks again and hope to see you on Wednesday, November 18th.